Welcome back to online teaching of science lecture of standard 8. Today we are going to learn our new topic, lesson number 15, sound. Production of sound means how is sound produced. We have learned that sound can be generated from a vibrating object. Here we take one example of the tuning fork, and we will now learn about how a sound is produced due to such vibrations. You can observe that this is the tuning fork diagram, and a tuning fork is made up of two prongs and a stem. You can see here on your screen, this is the diagram of production of sound by tuning fork. Keeping the stem steady, if the prongs are struck, they start vibrating. You can also here observe a figure. There are three figures A, B, C. But you now observe first A. In A figure, stationary tuning fork given, and to show the state of air around the tuning fork, vertical lines are used. The vertical lines are equally spaced. You can also observe that here there are the three parts A, B, C, and there are the vertical lines also used, and that vertical lines are equally spaced, and it indicates that the average distance between the air molecules is the same everywhere, and the average air pressure in three regions A, B and C is also the same. Means in A figure there is the air molecules is same everywhere, and the average air pressure is also same. Here we will see now figure B. If the stem is kept steady and the prongs are struck, the prongs are set into vibrations. It means that they are set into periodic motion in forward and backward direction. We will see step by step the result of such motion. If during the vibration the prongs of the tuning fork go away from each other, you can see also in this picture, B picture, the prongs of the tuning fork that are the go away from each other, and the air outside the prongs is compressed and the pressure there increases, and such state of high pressure is created in region A. Here is also three regions A, B, C, but in A region, that is the different of B and C, because on the A region there is the high pressure. Okay, so the region in which air is high pressure and high density is called compression. Now we can see how the vibrate in C part. In the next step of vibration, the prongs of the fork come close to each other as shown in figure. You can also observe C figure. There is the prongs of the fork come close to each other, and in this case the air molecules near the prongs get more space to move away from each other. As a result, the air pressure in this region, means region A, decreases. Why? Because there is low pressure and low density, and such region in which air is at low pressure and low density is called rarefaction. Okay, what is the compression and rarefaction? when the high pressure and high density is called a compression, and when the low pressure and low density is called rarefaction. However, the air molecules in this region, which were in compressed state earlier, transferred their energy to the air molecules in the next region. So, the air in that region goes to compressed state. So, how is the production of sound in tuning fork? When you take tuning fork and is struck on any object, that time we get the vibration. There is the vibration produced. And such periodic motion of the prongs creates compression and rarefaction in the air. Because of high pressure and low pressure, there is the compression and rarefaction in the air, and these are propagated away from the prongs. These are nothing but the sound waves, and when these waves reach our ear, the eardrum vibrates. Accordingly, specific signals reach the brain and we get a sense of hearing a sound. So, sound always travel in the form of the waves. Propagation of sound and medium. We have learned that in previous standard that sound travels through some material medium like solid, liquid or gas and reaches us. But what if such medium does not exist between the source of sound and our ear? So let us look at experiment here now. This is the picture of medium is necessary for propagation of sound. Sound generation and propagation needs medium like air. And this is a simple experiment can prove this. The experimental arrangement as shown in the figure. See here. There is also, you can observe, bell jar, electric bell and vacuum pump is given. So a vacuum tied bell jar is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. You can place that on horizontal surface, and the bell jar is connected to a vacuum pump via a tube as shown in the figure, and we can remove air inside the bell jar using the vacuum pump. The bell jar contains an electric bell which is connected to the power supply through the lid of the bell jar. Now we can see how is the electric bell working. At the start of the experiment, the vacuum pump is off and the bell jar contains air. If the key to electric bell is now switch on, the bell start ringing, and the ringing can be heard from outside the bell jar. Okay, when the electric bell is switch on, that time bell start ringing. And now if the vacuum pump is switch on, it start removing the air from the bell jar. As the quantity of air inside the bell jar decreases, the level of ringing sound heard outside also decreases. If the pump is operated for sufficiently long period, the quantity of air like inside the bell jar will be low, and at this point the level of ringing sound will also be very low. So this experiment demonstrates that sound generation and propagation needs a medium. If the air inside the bell jar is totally removed, will we be able to hear the sound of ringing bell? No. Always remember. When two astronauts on the moon talking to each other directly will be unable to listen to each other even if they are very close to each other. Why? Why they not listening to each other? Because they are very close to each other. Why? Because the moon does not have atmosphere, and since there is no medium which is necessary for generation and propagation of sound between the astronauts, and direct sound propagation between them is not possible, okay, because there is no medium, and therefore the astronauts use some technology like the one used in our cell phones to communicate with each other. The waves used in cell phone do not need any medium for propagation. Frequency of sound waves. Students, we learn about how the vibrations of tuning fork result in generation of compression and rarefaction in air. Now more detailed observation shows that the actual variation in the air density and pressure. If any object vibrates in the air, such sound waves are produced in the air. This is the picture of cycles of compression and rarefaction in a sound wave and change in air pressure. You can also observe there compression and rarefaction. Where is the compression? Means there is the increased pressure. And where it is rarefaction? There is the reduced pressure. See here, there is given all compression and rarefaction of the waves. Okay, and one oscillation consisting of compression and rarefaction. Here motion of air molecules due to sound and propagation of sound wave also. Okay. Let us see what is frequency. One compression and one rarefaction together forms one cycle of the wave, and a number of cycles formed in the air in 1 second will be decided by the number of times the prongs of the tuning fork vibrates back and forth, that is the number of vibrations of the tuning fork in 1 second. Understood now? When the one compression and one rarefaction together forms one cycle of the wave. Okay, and the number of the such cycle that are produced in the air per second is called the frequency of sound wave. Now what is the definition of frequency? Frequency is the number, compression and rarefaction that are produced in the air per second. And wavelength, what is the wavelength? Wavelength can be defined as the distance between two successive compression or rarefaction of sound wave. The frequency is measured in hertz. If one cycle is completed in 1 second, the frequency is said to be 1 hertz. For example, the tuning fork shows its frequency to be 512 hertz. It means that the fork vibrates 512 times per second, and these vibrations will be set 512 cycles of compression and rarefaction in the air per second. Means tuning fork when shows the frequency 512 hertz, that means that the fork vibrates how many times? 512 times vibrates per second. Understood? The frequency of a tuning fork is decided by the dimensions of the prongs, means length and thickness, and the material used for making the fork. Here we take one activity and you can also try at your home. We take 6-7 glass cups, okay, and arrange them in a line and fill them with water with gradually increasing water level from one end to other. Okay, means you can put the water in another cups increasingly water level, and take a pencil and strike the cups sequentially. The sound generated by each cup will be different. You can hear the sound by the cup, and that are the different sound. Why is it so? Because when a cup is struck, waves are set up in the air column above the water level in the cup, and the frequency of the generated wave depends on the height of the air column inside the glass cup. Since the water level in each glass is different, the height of the air column in each glass is also different. Okay, so therefore the frequency of sound generated by each glass cup will also be different. So the sound generated is also different. You know that students, this is called a Jal Tarang.